happens when your parents are so controlling? You can't even do something you love.
Ooh, Yaoi
Today
review.
I'm here to talk to you about It's Always Raining Here, Volume 2 by Hazel and Bell. We'll read the back and we'll delve into the nitty-gritty. Adrian and Carter are not dating, at least not yet. They don't know what they are, but it's nice being friends with someone who you can be comfortable around, even if you two are just friends. But when emotions run high and feelings are put to the test, Adrian and Carter are faced with the reality that their careful friendship is more fragile than they thought. The sequel to the popular comic Always Raining Here, Volume 2, concludes a charming and honest story about first romances and growing up. This is $25. It's published by alwaysraininghere.com. Now, if I had to give it an age range, I would say 13 plus. There isn't really anything too dirty that you don't see in a PG-13 movie, so yes. Now, let's talk about art style. In between this one and the first one, I have gotten far more appealing, or I found this far more appealing this time around. It is far more a comic booky kind of style, and it is very distinct. I actually thoroughly have enjoyed this. It reminds me a lot of kind of more classic cartoons, and the character designs kind of remind me of Archie for some reason. Just a less refined Archie, but I love it. I mean, it is its own standalone thing. Now, storyline-wise, it does pick up roughly where it left off. The two boys are just friends. It's Carter. Carter is constantly now going to the theater rehearsals, and he's sitting through and he's watching Aaron do rehearsals, and it's very charming. It is, or Adrian, sorry, not Aaron. But it is very charming. Carter and Adrian are still just forced friends. They're not exactly clearly defined friends or anything along those lines. They're just friends. I will tell you, as this builds up, you start noticing that for Adrian, he is using Carter to get back at his parents. Because his parents are very controlling. They won't allow him to do anything freely except for study for the PSATs and study for finals so he can get into a good school. Adrian has a friend, and I can't remember her name for the life of me, but she makes the comment, "Trust me, I understand, my parents are Asian." In other words, she's saying that his parents are just as bad as the stereotypical, I'm not saying it, they say it in here, Asian parent, where you're constantly studying, you always have to be top of the class, always have to be perfect. Adrian ends up having to bail on doing the thing he loves, and despite his parents, he ends up, they allude, just make out and doing a slight handy job with Carter. And it's very interesting. Carter is well aware that something's going on, and he confronts Adrian about it, saying, "Hey, look, I realize you're just using me. I don't like it. It needs to stop. We need to label what we are, or we're through." Adrian throws a huge hissy fit, and the world seems to unravel for the two of them as far as being a couple, until finals happen in French. Adrian runs to find Carter, who ditched the final early, and they end up making up, and it becomes very, very sweet. You get several, I don't know, they're extras, I think is what they call them. There's a camping extra in this one, which is very, very sweet. There is you get to read like their text message convo for another extra. It's just a very, very adorable thing. This makes me wish that they would follow them up until breakup. Like, we see them date until senior year, and then they have a falling out while they're at college or they're college age, and then something happens, and then they just become really good friends and see each other at like a reunion. It makes me want to see something like that. This was just that good that I'm hungry for a third volume. Love it. Absolutely love it. I would encourage you guys to check it out. I'm going to have a link to it down below. Now, I bought this myself, so this is 100% my opinions. Well, my brother bought it for me, but 100% my opinions on this. As far as it being $25, I think it's a fair price as far as an independently published yaoi goes. So if you guys have read this before, let me know in the comment section down below. Give me a like, a favorite, subscribe, share this with a friend who likes yaoi, and I'll talk to you guys later.
Do you like what you see? Then...
subscribe!